one out.
All-American Mikey.
That's right.
All right. I want to move to Mexico even more now.
Yeah.
All right, where do you go? Well, I guess let's hear the song.
When I go to a public bathroom and someone's standing next to me, I whip my unit out. I can't pee.
Oh,
good.
My bladder feels like it will burst. What a mess that it is gonna be. I stand there looking stupid. I can't pee. I can't pee. I can't pee. I can't pee. It's killing me.
Good.
Back the hell away from me. Let me pee. It started back in grade school when another little boy stood next to me.
There's more?
He looked down at my winky. I couldn't pee. Don't know what's wrong with the little fella. Don't know what it could be. When I have people around me, I can't pee. 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 No matter how much beer I'm drinking, I can't pee.
He can't pee.
I go down to the stadium and the game is tied 3-3. I sneak off to the bathroom. It's just me. Then halftime comes before I know it, and everybody rushes in. I see it hurts to cut it off in midstream when I pee. I can't pee. I can't pee. I can't pee. Stop staring at me. Don't call me homophobic. Just can't pee.
He can't pee.
It's burning me, Lordy B. The pain's so bad that I can't see. I need a little privacy. I can't pee.
Rich can't pee. Just like Mikey. Unbelievable.
Oh, dear.
Pee shy, people. It
Paul
affects us all.
McCartney's rolling over in his grave.
He's not dead.
Paul McCartney's not dead.
Alive.
Linda McCartney's rolling over in her grave. Let's do it.
Hey, kids, what time is it?
The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open, nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the game's all is, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. She got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. but there's no cure. But they'll be your favorite podcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, everybody. It is time. It's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. How you doing? What's going on, Nick? Can Nick not hear me? What's going on, Nikki? Nikki returns.
I'm here.
I'm glad you're back.
Thank you.
Nikki is work. She's work optional. We also I also see Jason is with us. In fact, Jason is live with the mobile unit right now. How you doing, brother?
Ray, I am here at 9th and Black Recontext with Mini Stink. HBJ so far has been a no-show.
No,
but
HBJ. Please describe HBJ. I'll give you 3 words to describe HBJ. And the first word is peace.
I can guess what the other 2 are.
Go ahead.
Pink tank song.
No,
There's multiple words for the last one.
yeah, he's a piece of garbage. He didn't show up. He's not there. Now, here's the good news. I knew how unreliable certain people are. Okay? We knew how unreliable certain people are. So I called Mini Stink, who used to be on the mobile unit. He worked with Jimmy, and he did that stuff. And then when I went to CBS, he did CBS.
It's your choice.
And I was able to get hold of Mini Stink. So he said he would.
There's Mini Stink now.
He said he would. Hi, Ray. He said he would come help out Joe. He would come help out Joe. But now,
Where are you, Joe?
since Joe is not there, Mini Stink is going to be the guy that actually does it. So let's give him a hand. The return of the mobile unit today. We love it. We love it. Mobile unit returns today on Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. They're at Recontext. So is Derek there? Who's there? Or is Michael there? I see Michael.
Mike's here.
Yeah.
Mike's here.
All right.
Talked to Mike.
And they're gonna take him through and give him the water and give him a detail.
Yeah. We've got him in the back of the pickup right now,
All right.
and we're getting ready to get this show on the road.
Oh, I love it. By the way to step up Mini Stink. I'm really proud of you, Mini Stink. He goes to help out, and now he's the one doing it. So they're starting it now.
Can get him a more comfortable chair.
Yeah. I feel like he should have a recliner.
I mean, if I'm going to get detailed, I want to be, have some little bit of luxury in it.
Dude, look at it. He looks, oh my God. This is great. Hey, Jason, what's it like outside? Is it warm?
It's actually pretty nice outside, right?
Oh, good. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't feel too hot. It doesn't feel too humid at the moment, but now we got water flying, so
Well, yeah.
that can change here pretty quick.
I mean, for him, you'd want it to be hot as possible. I love
Well, give it a little time and it'll get a little warmer.
it. By the way, can I point out how much I love our new setup? We could actually watch this going on. For so many years, I've heard the mobile
Isn't
unit.
technology amazing?
I know. Could you imagine if when Jim was alive, if we could do it this way? All right, so they're driving it in. They're spraying it even before he gets in.
They're delousing.
I say they did turn the heat down a little on the power washer
Oh.
for safety reasons.
Okay, good. Poor Mini Stink.
So it's a nice 89 degrees.
Oh my.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Please give him some goggles so he can see what's going on.
Yeah. No goggles. I mean, yeah.
The scuba headgear or something.
Yeah, he should have given him some scuba gear. A
You
big
should have thought
snorkel.
of that.
Here comes the soap.
Oh boy, get ready. Get ready. He's not smart enough to take off his.
Now is that Axe soap or is that
Yeah. Oh my God.
Irish Spring?
This is what they do, and they're actually scrubbing him. This is great.
This is what your vehicle can go through when you come to Recon Techs. That nice, expensive clean.
Oh my God. This is great. Hey, I want to thank everybody sharing.
Make sure to get that undercarriage.
I want to thank everybody sharing the video. Springfield LOL is sharing the video. Oh my God. Poor Mini Steve. I love it.
Have him lift his arm so they can get his pits.
Yeah.
Lift your arm so they can get the pits.
That's important.
Yeah. You're going to want to clear off any stink in that armpits. Oh
That'll-
my God.
That's a good deodorizer right there.
That's fantastic. Oh my God. Poor Mini Stink. all because our stinking hillbilly never showed up. But this is why you always have backup ready. Oh my God.
Yeah, many things matter.
I think he may need to stand up so they can get the rest of them.
He might have to stand up, yeah, so they can, you
Might
know.
need to stand up so they can get the back of you too.
Oh, I just saw Derek.
Time to drive.
I just saw Derek.
They got to get that trunk. They got to spray that junk out of that trunk.
What is that now, Jason? What are they using on him?
It looks like a handheld drying unit.
Oh, it's a dryer. That's fantastic. Oh, God.
Yellow Fury asked if we're going to make HBJ write an apology letter.
Oh, absolutely,
We
right?
should.
Oh, yes. I do believe we should.
An individual one to all of us, to each of us.
Uh-huh. Without pressing.
Oh,
Look at Mini Steve.
5,000 words, double spaced.
we done? All right. Looks like we're done, right?
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic.
I get you back, Joe. Don't worry.
Oh, God, that's fantastic. Oh, good job. That was watching that was so fun. Oh my God, how was it,
We'll
Mini?
get you back, Joe. Goddamn you.
How was it, Mini Stink?
Wants to know how it was.
Exhilarating, cold,
Oh, I lost Jason's
very
camera.
cold,
Oh, there he goes. It was cold.
very cold, cold.
Sorry, buddy. Mini Stink, thank you.
But you did a great detailing job. Excellent.
Yeah. You-
Call recontact for any
It looks very
service
shiny
you
now.
do you feel detailed? Do you feel like you've been
Detailed.
detailed?
Detailed.
need. Completely. They didn't do my undercarriage, but that's all right.
Well, we didn't pay extra for that.
Yeah. I was all right. I just got the basic.
The tank cleaning was extra.
I
You didn't have that.
I just got the basic
We only,
package
we only
today.
had a coupon for
Yeah.
the basic
Oh, that's fantastic.
promo code.
Jason, see if you can find Derek or any of those guys there.
Do what?
See if you can find Derek or any of those guys from Recon.
Derek around?
There he is. What's up, brother? There. Tell Derek tell
up?
Derek thank you.
What's going on, buddy?
How are you, man?
Wants to thank you for.
Anytime. You guys are more than welcome.
You did a nice detailing of Mini Stink.
Said you did a nice detailing.
We appreciate that. Bring him in anytime.
That's fantastic.
Might be a recurring bit.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, Derek. That was fantastic. All right, good job. Way to start the show. Good job, gentlemen. Jason, you were right. It worked very well, and it
And
looked
I
great.
wasn't even on Wi-Fi.
By the way,
That was just-
it worked great. What are you connected to?
I'm just on my cellular connection.
That's fantastic. That is great. Oh, now we know we can do mobile unit stuff all the time. That is fantastic.
Now we need to get a stand for the device.
Yeah, like a tripod.
Like a tripod or something, yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All right, good job. Good job, gentlemen. Oh, good job. Jason, thank you. And thanks to Mini Stink.
I'm going to stay on the audio, but I'm going to jump off video.
All right, buddy. Oh, that's fantastic. Dude, that looked bad. I got to tell you. You know what? Could you imagine back in the heyday if we had had that device? How cool would it be? Oh, my God.
Oh, definitely.
That was awesome watching it. Holy crap. Very well done. I loved actually watching the mobile unit. That was fantastic. Good job, everybody. Really, really happy for the way that came out. Now, unfortunately, what I'm not happy about is I forgot to hit record on the. I didn't hit record on the.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ray. Once the
That's
video
Matt.
goes up to Facebook, I'll download it.
No, yeah,
Send it to
good.
you.
Let me know what you mean. I because I usually download for YouTube, and I completely forgot today. I was so excited about getting ready, you know. And by the way, who didn't know that goddamn hillbilly would let us down, right? Didn't you know? I mean, come on. Did anybody think Hillbilly Joe was actually going to show up?
No, of course not.
No. You
Don't have
knew
excuses.
you knew that Hillbilly Joe was not going to, which is why I got a backup. People might question why there was backup, because you can never trust that hillbilly. You can't trust him. You can't trust him to do anything.
I think he needs to be banned
Yeah, he's gonna write an apology letter, just like he had that guy that was.
until we get. He's banned until we get an apology letter.
Just like he had his ex-wife write him an apology letter when she banged that other guy, or however that went down. That's what I expect. Oh my God. So Nikki, you're back. Where have you been?
Different places, different reasons.
All right. Well, we're glad you're back.
Yeah.
And I see Nick is on cam and looking very regal today.
Regal.
Well, you had yourself looking good. You're going to be right there on, the guy getting detailed. Then there's Nick and I right on top. That was awesome. We're going to be, because a ton of people are going to watch the video of Mini Stink getting washed. We're going to be in on it. So, we're getting a little bit of coverage. So there'll be, for those people that are the people that are only watching the show, to watch the guy get detailed, they'll see us too, which is nice. Now you'll see Rocky as I'm going to put him on. But we should have known that damn Hillbilly Joe was not going to be. We should have known he was going to blow it off.
I'll say, did Rocky miss it?
I don't know if he was watching it or not, but he's just going on. He's going on cam now. Let's welcome him to the program. Hi, Rocky. He's never. By the way, Rocky is never connected when he first goes on. If you notice that.
Needs to connect to audio first, then video.
Yeah. Yeah, you should always connect. You're right. Always connect to the audio first. That's just a little advice. But he'll be on in a second. Oh, that was great. Well, dude, Mini Stink going through was awesome. Now we'll have to get someone. We'll have to get someone to do full-time mobile unit, because Hillbilly Joe cannot be trusted. We'll have to find one person to do whatever mobile unit things we come up with, because we cannot trust that hill. We can't trust the hillbilly for anything. It just sucks. By the way, they're making fun of Nick for being bald.
It's just receding.
Yeah, a lot of picking on you, Nick. I think you're very handsome.
I know. It's all right. I just need to get a new lighting system in my office instead of this one.
Yeah, because the light.
Fluorescent light.
The light.
It's awful.
Light beams off. It's not like you're losing all your hair. You have a receding hairline, and the light just beams off your forehead.
It just hits it perfectly.
Yeah.
That it magnifies like the sun.
I don't know. Anyway, so Rocky, now we have Rocky connected. How you doing, Rocky?
Great. How are you?
You missed the mobile unit.
No, I saw it.
Oh, you saw it? Okay, good.
Yeah. I didn't want to clutter the screen. I wanted it to be as large as possible.
That was a smart. On your choice, it was very smart.
That brought back memories. Yeah, that's all I thought the whole time was, wow, we could have had if we had kind of smartphone technology back then.
If when Jim the photographer was alive, if we had the smart technology, my God, this show would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we get to try again.
But yeah, that was fun too. I mean, I could definitely see doing more stuff like that.
It was my favorite part is when they were scrubbing him. I like how they.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Like how
yeah, he got selection 2, I guess, instead of just 1. He upgraded.
I like the guys at Recon were reaching in with they have the big scrubbers on sticks, and they were reaching in and giving him a good scrubbing. I thought that was fantastic.
Yes, they go the extra inch.
Yeah, that was great. And I thought Jason did a good job describing it. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing was great.
By the way, Mini Stink says
it's a good job for a first run.
Mini Stink says he's moving to Tennessee this weekend. So I was glad he got one more chance to come in and do the mobile unit before he left, which is you know.
Yeah, when he first got there, he told me he was getting ready to head to Chicago today. So.
Oh wow. Well, I'm
glad to be done before 9.
I'm glad we found time to have him do one more mobile unit for us. That was really great. Oh my God. Yeah, we'll get a mobile. You know, we need to get a mobile unit person. We'll look for a full-time one, or someone that can do at least a mobile unit bit a week. I like some
or
of
a
those.
collection of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes you're going to need a tall person. Sometimes you're going to need like a thin person, or sometimes you're going to need an older person.
Yeah.
Have a gaggle.
We'll get one of each.
Right.
We're gonna
a super team.
It's gonna be like we'll have a United Nations of mobile unit people that can go out and do whatever stunt we come up with. I do want to put my favorite is when Shaner would put Jim in something and roll it. Like the time he put Jimmy in the tires, he put him in all those tires and they rolled it down South Grand.
Didn't they go out into traffic or
Yeah,
something?
they lost control of it.
Yeah.
He was in something one time, and it was the thing was you were supposed to come up and kind of tap on it or something, or give it a whack, and this dude came up with a bat or something. I don't remember what it was. It went, wow! Like, whoa! Some things is good that are not on video
for liability purposes.
For legal reasons.
Yeah, there were sometimes it was bad. The time Mikey took him to a preschool one time, which I thought, it's a horrible idea to take Jimmy to a preschool.
Yes, yeah.
But it turned out great because a bunch of kids that were like 4 and 5 years old, attacked Jim and beat the hell out of him. It was actually really funny. So it turned out to be really good. People are asking in the chat room about Doran. They said, is she okay? That storm went through her area last night. Yeah, the storm did hit right where she lives, but she didn't have power. I think the power was out until like middle of the night last night. So
It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I saw her post that it came on.
Yeah, so they finally got power. So yeah, I don't know. I know that
And
was
she had posted that she had some limbs down.
I know that was a rough night for her. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. So we're hoping we see her later, but she's probably still sleeping. The storm was really something yesterday. It came out of nowhere. I went and it rained before I worked. Excuse me. It rained before I worked out, and then in the afternoon, the skies opened up and it was like around 4:30 or whatever, and it just got crazy. That was insane. So that hit this area hard.
Yeah, I was just finishing up my route when that second downpour came, and that wasn't fun.
Yeah, so, man, I wish everyone well. I know that power was out in Chatham because my mother lives there. And she sent me a message.
It was out in Pawnee and Auburn as well.
Yeah, my mother sent me a message, want to know if she can come over to the house, and I didn't see it. And I know she thought I was probably blowing her off, but I honestly didn't see it. I'm having some kind of allergy attack or something. So forgive me if you hear me sneezing while I'm trying to get through it. So
Blowing boogers all over your microphone.
yeah, man. I hope it's not COVID. Hope it's not COVID. I'll be giving it to everybody.
I don't think there's sneezing with COVID, is there?
I hope not.
Yeah, there's every other symptom.
Because if not, I'm sneezing it through the microphone, and then it's going out to everybody.
Yes. Like that, what's his name?
The COVID symptoms are like a
yes.
drug commercial.
It's unbelievable.
Then what about the preacher that blows it away? It's like the opposite.
Yeah.
That guy's like Kenneth Copeland or something?
Yes. I'm like the preacher that blows away COVID. Oh, my God. Except I've got it. Oh, my God. My sinuses.
Your anointed handkerchief.
My sinuses are horrible. Oh, my God. I've got to go off camera to wipe my nose. By the way, Mini Snake is in the chat room saying he smells like bubble gum.
Wow.
That must have been the flavor of the soap. That must have been the scent of the soap. Yeah. That must have been the soap scent that they were using. Here's a question. Does he take a shower after that? Should he go home?
Is he good for the day?
Yeah. Or is he cleaned?
Well, they rinsed him off.
I think he's clean.
Yeah.
They said that the ingredients there were all like natural, biodegradable and stuff, so it wasn't anything that was going to harm him.
So he was cleaned, and then they even dried him. So he's good to go for the rest of the day if he wants.
Or the month. Being pressure washed like that.
I mean, that was his shower. We were talking about showers yesterday. Would that be enough of a shower for my wife? Like when she makes
He
me
got exfoliated with that.
my wife would still make me shower again before she touched me. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now.
But honey, I went through a car wash. Don't care. Take a shower.
She'd be like,
yeah, but it was a mobile unit. Then
Oh, like
when you
bubble
say
gum.
mobile unit, it just puts that stink on it, no matter what actually happened.
my wife would say, unless they scrub down your crotch, nothing's happening.
By the way, when did men get a taint? That's like the 5th time I've heard that. I didn't think men had taint.
Well, I mean, a taint, you know.
I thought men had a gooch.
I've always known it as a taint.
What?
Yeah, it taint balls, it taint ass. No, it's taint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a guy had a
I've
gooch.
heard both terms used for the same area. Paint and gooch.
I don't think I've ever heard of gooch.
I've never heard of a woman having a gooch.
Yeah.
I thought the man had the gooch and the woman had the taint.
No, a
Anyway.
taint. I think we all have
Gooch
taints.
sounds more feminine than the taint.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a gooch is. A gooch sounds dirtier. Is that just me?
Maybe
It's
I think a
dirty,
taint
I
is like
expect to be
southern.
trying to figure out taint and gooch.
A gooch sounds dirtier than a taint.
Maybe a taint is southern because it's actually from the word ain't, and maybe a gooch
Is this-
it's like northern.
I'm not.
Is this like
urban.
a soda? And,
Carl goes around saying Gucci Goose to do.
I mean, yeah. What's a gooch? What does it stand for?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just a word. I don't think it's like taint where it means something. I think it's just a word.
Because
But
taint,
it just sounds New York, you know. It sounds.
Hey.
it might be female.
and make sure you scrub your gooch. It's pretty funny.
See, now try that voice and say taint. See, it doesn't work.
Hey, make sure you scrub the taint. No, I like the taint. The taint works. But taint
Because it comes from the word ain't, which is kind of like,
taint means to taint balls and taint the ass.
right. I don't think a New Yorker would say that.
Hey, it taint my balls, it taint my ass. It's my taint. Is your prostate in the taint area?
I don't know. That's you. I didn't even know men had taint.
Well, men
I'll
have
ask my doctor next month.
men have prostates
4 out of 5 physicians agree.
Yo, doc.
because I hear women. I hear of women filleting men. Nikki, you're probably the only one. I mean, you filleted men. Where you rub for the prostate?
Stick your finger up inside.
Oh, I don't
and
want
it's the
I'm just saying.
a walnut shaped feeling
Your
thing that is like towards you on the inside.
your finger has to go in to rub the prostate?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You want to get it good.
Oh, I don't want any of that. I thought you could rub it. I thought you just rubbed
Your
the
doctor's
taint.
going to be doing it here in a few years.
Right.
So
You better start practicing.
Better get used to it.
yeah, you know what? I should have had that done.
And he's not even going to buy you a drink.
Yeah.
My doctor. I
I
like
send you a bill.
my doctor's
Yeah,
a friend of
you
mine.
have to pay for that.
My doctor's a friend of mine. I would never have her do that. I should probably get a.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a twist. It's a she. We were all sexist. We imagined the doctor was.
Oh, you'll just
Oh,
get
no.
a referral then.
Yeah.
The doctor was a she.
No, I'm saying that you can, but can't you rub from the outside, right? Don't you rub the taint, and wouldn't that?
Yeah, it's on the outside.
If you know what you're doing, I don't know what Nikki. I think Nikki's just looking for excuses to.
Put her finger up a guy's ass, yeah. But Rocky, you can rub the outside too, right? And it
That's
would
what
also
amateurs do. What's that?
you could also rub the outside, the taint area, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Gooch area.
Nikki's always looking for an excuse to put her finger up a guy's ass.
Any old
Oh,
excuse.
for God's sake.
Do you lube it up, Nikki, or do you?
I've lost my keys.
She treats it like wine. She treats it like wine and goes, That's a vintage 1968.
Wow.
That's a vintage.
I'm not answering any of your questions again.
Oh.
Just
Any old excuse.
any excuse to put her finger up a guy's ass. Nikki's all about it. That's where she
Where's
goes.
my car keys? I can't find my keys.
Come here. I just want to check. There you go.
I had them on the couch. You sat on the couch.
Oh my God. That's fantastic. But Nikki, do guys like when you use the old finger?
Answering any more questions about
No,
this?
I'm just asking. Because you're not the only
You
one.
ruined it.
You're not the. Why did I ruin it? I'm not ruining anything. I'm just asking if they've liked when you've done that.
You can ask all you want. You're not going to get an answer.
Oh,
No.
I've never
I
had.
take that as a no.
I've never had the finger. Yeah.
That means no.
So obviously they don't like it. I don't know why you would do things that men don't like. Oh well.
Like some guy that just saw the movie Deep Throat and thinks that a woman's got a clitoris in her throat. No. It's just a movie.
All right. Way to go, Nikki. Always starting up the good conversation, the good topics, and then refusing to continue.
Cutting,
And then cuts us off right when we get interested. Cutting us off. Did you guys see that? President Trump is now saying. He's now saying that he's always thought that a mask is good. He's always been pro-mask and doesn't understand why people aren't wearing masks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I remember.
Is that...
The alternate reality.
I certainly don't.
I mean, we are there now where you can literally just say anything and you're going to.
It changes from day to day.
You can just say absolutely anything.
It changes from day to day, and everyone.
I think we're under just a huge social experiment just to see how much all of us can take. I mean, how long before somebody just stands up there and goes, I'm not really here. This is all an alternate reality, whatever.
It was this strange press conference. By the way, he said he was going to have a press conference to talk about COVID. So I was expecting we were going to get COVID experts, like the doctors, and it was just him.
Did we get a commercial for beans again or steaks?
I don't know, but it was crazy. And he was talking about how important the mask was and wearing it. And so I saw like Trump supporters who were very anti-mask. I mean, this is the good news. This is the good news. I saw really anti-mask Trump supporters finally coming around and say,
right,
oh, the mask is good. So, so there is some good he's doing.
And I'm assuming some Trump masks are forthcoming.
Yeah.
And they are available at this website for $5.95.
I mean, that was crazy. By the way, today is, yesterday was National Junk Food Day. Did anybody celebrate National Junk Food Day?
I celebrate that every day.
I'm not really big into junk food.
That's good.
Ice cream. I can't get off of ice cream for some reason. I'm having ice cream all the time now. But not junk food.
What is your what's your flavor choice?
Of ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
It comes from Schwann's. It's these little chocolate like Snickers ice cream bars. And I just have like one a day now.
Yeah, I wish I
as you can tell.
Last night or later in the day yesterday, I found some Chips Ahoy cookies. It's a bad thing to have those around me.
It's a worse thing to find cookies that have been like discontinued.
Yeah.
And they're old because they don't make these anymore. But then again, they're cookies.
I don't know.
Ever had to make that decision?
Yeah, my decision would have been to eat the cookies.
2:00 in the morning. Yeah, right.
The ones I
almost
ate,
home cookies.
I was
Had
eating
some of those in the 2000s.
I was eating the Chips Ahoy last night, and they were kind of soft. And I was like, I know these were old. Like my wife probably bought the Chips Ahoy right around the time the pandemic started, Oh. So I knew they had a couple months on them at least, but I didn't care.
Yeah, that's fresh. That's fresh. I thought you were going to say when your daughter was born.
No.
Yeah, pandemic started. That's fresh.
But they put out.
Yeah, those things go soft quickly after you open them.
Yeah. So I did have some of them though, and I really hate myself because now I'm gonna have to work out even harder today. So. But they did I have a list of what state's favorite snack is. All right. Like, what state and what they consider their favorite snack. Would you, and by the way, I don't even know what Illinois' favorite snack is.
Oh, well.
I don't.
Nobody wanted to know that one.
Well,
bitching and moaning.
I see what it is, but I don't know what the hell it is. I see on the list, like,
Okay.
I see a lot of states is like, for example, Missouri. Missouri's favorite snack is grandma's cookies.
Is it like a brand, or is
I-
it just everybody's grandma's cookies?
No, I think it's a brand.
They're like
So
famous,
the ones that you
famous.
see in the store, the really big ones are like two
Oh,
and a
wow,
pack for
yeah.
like $1.
So it's
Yeah,
cheap.
I'm right by Missouri too, so I can see that.
It's cheap white trash food. You buy it at truck stops.
No.
Uh,
gas
Cobell.
station.
For example, Connecticut, they like Oreos. All right. Florida likes mini donuts. Mini donuts are really good. I'll tell you
Who
what,
likes Oreos?
Connecticut.
So the place where there's only white people likes the interesting Oreo, huh?
Hawaii also is a big fan of Oreos. But Illinois, give you Indiana's Pringles. Iowa is Pringles. Illinois is something called Skinny Pop.
What?
I
Well, I
have
haven't seen much evidence of that.
what is this?
Did they do the survey in
That's
Chicago?
that popcorn. That it's bagged popcorn.
That's what it is?
Oh.
Yeah.
I was
Skinny.
thinking it was some kind of frozen treat.
No, it's some sort of low calorie popcorn.
Oh,
I
low.
thought it was some kind of poison song.
Oh
It's
yeah.
in the chip aisle.
Oh, it is. You're right. Skinny Pop is
Unskinny pop.
yeah.
Bob.
Pop, yeah.
It is. It's popcorn in a bag. That's what it is. I'll be damned.
I know my snacks.
I'll be damned. That's what Skinny Pop is. That's what we like in Illinois?
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
It must be a Chicago thing.
I
don't recognize that bag at all.
I certainly have never. Oh, I think now that I look at it, I think I might have had some kettle corn from there. Because kettle corn's the kettle corn is the worst. Yeah, the purple bag. My daughter had one of those purple bags. It was really good. I ended up eating it. I probably shouldn't have, but my daughter was eating a purple bag, which is the kettle corn. And I remember sampling some and eating the whole thing. So,
Yeah, a little sample.
That wouldn't be a sample.
yeah.
It was
Well,
a sample bag.
That's what I did. That's why my daughter's afraid of showing me any snacks because I really do. I eat all of them. I'm a terrible person. Let's see what else we got. Idaho likes Cliff Bars.
There's
Louisiana,
the Skinny Pop, by the way.
Louisiana likes. Yeah, there you go, Skinny Pop. Yeah, I say there's a purple bag too, but the purple bag is kettle corn. Louisiana likes paydays. Oh, I like a payday.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna really like it about a month and a half when this money runs out.
Georgia is probably peanuts and Coca-Cola, is what Pete says. Let's see what Georgia is. I'll tell you what it is, Pete. Georgia's Lay's chips. Minnesota is Snickers. There you go, Nick. The land of Snickers is where you just came from. Montana likes Rice Krispies treats. Almond Joy is New Hampshire. Oh, I like it. You guys like Almond Joy?
Sometimes I feel like not, sometimes I don't.
I like Almond Joy. I like Mounds too. Oklahoma's a Sour Patch Kid.
Ooh, those are good.
Yeah.
I can see that. I don't get the Skinny Pop though. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I want to try. I want to try more. I did try. I'm telling you, the kettle corn was really good. It was delicious. Tennessee is a Baby Ruth. In Texas, it's Funyuns. It figures. Utah's the Three Musketeers.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 men together like that in Utah? Wow. That's progressive.
Yeah.
In tights.
One for all. And all for one.
The Kit Kat is Nevada.
Break me up a piece.
Colorado likes the cosmic brownies, man. They like cosmic brownies.
The cosmic brownies or the pop brownies?
No, they say cosmic brownies. They could be
Those
cosmic.
are Little Debbie, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
I think
they
they just
are.
like it because it sounds like marijuana brownie.
Yeah. I'm not a big cosmic brownie fan. I mean, there's no snack I'll turn down, but I think if I had my druthers, it'd probably be somewhere last. That would
Is
be.
there not? I mean, there's no like candy bar or thing that you were just like absolutely not eat.
No,
Is there one that's just gross? Because there's several candy bars that I wouldn't want to eat at all. Like
A
I
zero.
don't like the
bar.
almond joy. I don't
Ooh,
like
those
I don't
are
like
good.
coconut.
Oh, Zero Bar's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think you've seen those. I don't think I remember what it tastes like. I don't remember what
It's
it
white
is.
chocolate. It's white
You should try
chocolate
it.
over some type of.
But I don't like anything with dark chocolate. I don't like coconut. So anything. But does that mean is there any
Oh,
candy
I
bar
like-
that you
I
would
Neither
like-
one of those in there.
I like Mounds and
completely
almond joy.
indiscriminate?
No, I think I can't. I'll be honest. I can't think of any candy bars that I wouldn't eat. I mean, there are some that I'll eat before others, but I like all candy bars.
Oh yeah. Everybody's got favorites, but there's none that you would totally
I
put
wish.
off by.
I wish there was like 100 that I was put off by.
Yeah.
Oh
me
my
too.
God, it'd be great for me, but no, I can't
Wouldn't
think
it
of
be
it.
great if healthy food was delicious?
Yes.
What a world. I wonder why they haven't done that yet. All these
I mean,
advancements.
it would be great if cauliflower tastes like peanut butter Twix, and
right.
peanut butter Twix tasted like a cauliflower. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that would be fantastic for me.
Yeah. I mean, they were able to do it with the cannabis snacks. They're able to do it with like the workout whey protein stuff,
Yes.
with the chocolate bars. How come they can't do it with everything?
I mean, what if raw carrots tasted like Heath bars
Yeah.
and Heath bars tasted like raw carrots? I mean, that would be wonderful.
Then
for
the
me.
Heath industry, I'd be brushing my resume up because nobody's going to buy a Heath bar that tastes like carrot.
Or would you
Yeah.
want carrots stuck in your teeth?
Sure. Rabbits
Yeah,
have
if it
rabbits have nice
tastes like
teeth.
chocolate.
I can't think of any bad candy bar that I don't like. I hate to say it, I like them all. I mean, I don't know if you guys notice this. I'm a little on the big side. I'm a little on the chubby side. I like my snacks.
Never noticed it, Ray.
Yeah, thank you. There's no candy bar that I wouldn't try. Even the ones that are like there's one candy bar called a Munch. It's sort of like it literally looks like peanut brittle. And I would eat that. Yeah.
I know Munch.
It's called Munch. They used to have a candy bar called Marathon.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
It was so good.
That I know my little
The
guilty
bunch.
pleasure right now are those new
Yeah.
fudge brownie M&Ms. Have you seen those?
It's called what?
The fudge brownie M&Ms.
No. What is that?
Basically, it's almost like the same size as the peanut M&Ms, but they have little pieces of brownie on the inside.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Ooh.
That sounds horrible for you. That means I gotta try some.
Sounds horrible, but they taste pretty damn good.
That means I gotta try some.
It's like the state fair level.
Right.
The only way it could be better is if it's deep fried. Then it would be tasty. Yeah, I wish there was a candy bar I don't like, but no, unfortunately. My problem's the opposite. I like them all. The problem would be picking my favorite. Can you pick your favorite? What's your favorite candy bar?
Butterfinger.
Oh, Butterfinger sounds good. Rocky, what's your
They've
favorite?
changed the name several times. What's the one that had chocolate, peanut butter, and peanuts in it? It used to be called It used to be called a Summit Bar. It used to be called a. It's similar to like Nutrageous. It was a Nutrageous bar for a while. They called it. It's always changing names, but it was Nutrageous when I was.
It's a Reese's.
I think so. But anything with chocolate and peanut butter.
Is that the fast break?
Oh.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, and they keep changing the name, but it's the same chocolate, peanut butter, and peanut. You know.
Yeah.
Caramel, I think, is in there too.
Oh, I
But
don't,
yeah.
I don't know, but I want
All the good stuff.
one.
Like I said, not a fan of coconut, but anything else.
All I know is I want one. You mentioned a Summit Bar now, and oh my God.
Remember those?
No, but I never tried one, but I want one now. I wish I would have.
Yeah, Nutrageous.
Yeah, no.
Why would they stop that? I mean,
No, I think they still make Nutrageous.
no,
Yeah.
okay.
I think they still make it. Yeah, they have some new candy bar that has Reese's Pieces in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when they start putting the brands together and mixing.
They've been putting that in the Hershey bars.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Hershey? Yeah, I had one
I've
of
seen
those
the
the other
Hershey
day.
bars, and then I think they also have peanut butter cups that have them in the inside too.
Those are horrible.
That's something I
wasn't
really
that
don't care
impressed.
for.
I'll tell you,
Is anybody like a Hershey bar that's just a flat Hershey bar that's just chocolate? I don't really get that either.
Oh,
I
I've
mean,
had one of those. It's good. Yeah.
if it's good, but I mean, wouldn't you want something a little more on there than just a solid
Oh, I would.
bar of chocolate?
Hershey's with
Like I'm saying,
almonds.
I think that's
if you
why
had
they
a
make them into
candy
breakable
layout-
pieces.
Yeah, but if you had a layout of chocolate bars, would you choose that, or would you choose something that had like other stuff with the chocolate?
I'll tell you, I'm looking
Guess that's
now.
just
How much chocolate I want.
I'm mystified
Yes.
by I'm looking. Rocky said a Summit bar, and so I googled a Summit candy bar, and I'm looking what's in it. Holy shit! I wish I'd have had some of those when they were around. That looks fantastic.
Right.
That looks
Why would you stop?
amazing.
I mean, that stuff was out in the
Oh.
'80s, and I still remember it. That's how good that
I
was.
never tried one. It looks unbelievable. I'll tell you what's
It was
good.
the Summit.
You know what I had the other day that's good? I had a Snickers with almond, which Snickers with almond is just the Mars bar. But it tastes amazing. I had a Snickers almond that was really good. And then they have something called Snickers almond butter that's really good.
Yeah, that's the Summit.
Yeah.
Nut butter.
By the way, Pete wants to know if Nikki he said that Nikki does she spell the Butterfinger BUTTHERFINGER?
That would be no.
Oh, okay. Just
And
wondering.
it's actually called Butterfinger, though. Not Butterfinger bar. Those are two different things.
Right. That's a vintage. That's a vintage 1972 butter. That's she labels them. Yeah. Favorite candy bar, Nick? Is he gone again?
Mine would be Twix.
Regular or peanut?
Oh yeah.
Regular or peanut butter?
Actually, I like the regular and the white chocolate.
Oh, I've never had the white chocolate.
Oh, it's so
yeah.
good.
I gotta tell you that the Twix peanut butter Twix, that could be mine. That's really good. Jason,
It's that peanut butter caramel chocolate combination.
Jason looks like a big eater. What's your favorite, Jason?
I said,
What's your favorite candy
Thanks.
bar?
my favorite's the Three Musketeers.
Oh, I like a Three Musketeer. Yeah. See, I don't dislike any of them. You know which one? The $100,000 bar.
100 grand.
Yeah, whatever, 100 grand, whatever it's called. That one is not my favorite. That might be the last one. I'd still eat it, but that one,
Yeah.
that one might be the last one in the cabinet for me. I'm trying to, just
That's
find.
a good way of putting it. The last one in the
Yeah,
cabinet.
because there's nothing
Like
I
it's going
really
to be
dislike.
eaten, but it's going to be later.
Yeah, it'll be the last one that I eat. Like I'll put everything
By
else
the way,
above it.
who takes a Twix bar and eats one stick, and then saves the other one for later? Does that happen with
No.
anyone?
No, you know what I do? I take the peanut butter Twix and I eat the top off it.
Yeah.
I eat just the peanut butter and I save the cookie part.
Yeah. I eat one way and then the other way. So I have, and I always do that. Eat one by doing the top off, and then eat the other like like the regular way.
You know what I do at the Three Musketeer bar? Is I eat the chocolate, and I save like the nougat middle part, to where I could
I like the Snickers.
where I could just
Oh, that's messy.
Yeah, but it's so worth it because that middle part is so good.
See, I take a Three Musketeers bar and dip it in caramel sauce and eat it like a Milky Way, like God intended it to be.
What would be the best candy bar for dipping into caramel sauce? I gotta tell
Well,
you.
probably something that doesn't already have caramel in it.
I think
a Dove bar.
A Butterfinger.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Dove bars that have caramel, Dove chocolate that has the caramel in it.
No,
That's good too.
It's plain Dove bar.
Maybe a
It's better
whatchamacallit.
chocolate than Hershey's.
Maybe a whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
It's got caramel in it.
Doesn't
Those
matter.
have definitely stood the test of time.
Yeah, I like whatchamacallit. They used to make different flavored but didn't they make a whatchamacallit that was like it was I can't remember there was a special kind of whatchamacallit bar the one time that was good.
I don't remember.
Like a peanut
just
butter.
remember the
whatchamacallit or
classic.
something. Yeah, sons of bitches. They took away our favorites. Oh well.
Yeah, but that zero bar is still around though for some reason. And that
I love I do
Zag
love
Nut and all these other.
I love a
Z
zero
candy bars.
bar. I love a zero bar. What's in a Zag Nut?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust the Z candy bars.
I'm gonna check the Zag Nut. Maybe that's a bar that I wouldn't like. Maybe that's something that I would not be a fan of. The Zag Nut.
I don't like dark chocolate.
It's like a payday, but with coconut.
Oh, I would like that. Yeah, shit. No, I would like that.
Yeah, I don't do the coconut, so that's why I wouldn't like that.
I like some people don't like the Mounds and they like the Almond Joy. I like them both. I like them both. Damn. There's not a single candy bar. This is the one thing I'm going to take from today's show. There's not a single candy bar that I don't like.
Do you like the dark chocolate ones?
Yeah, I will. They're not my choice, but I would eat one.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate either.
Not my favorite, but I won't throw it away.
Terry will get
Better for
dark
me.
chocolate purposefully because he knows I won't eat it. So yeah.
So when he wants his snacks, he'll buy a dark
Right.
chocolate because he knows that way you won't eat his snacks.
Right. Everybody's got their own snacks. We don't touch each other's. There's the secret.
Yeah, I would like
Having separate banking accounts.
I would like I wouldn't dark chocolate not my favorite. I would not throw it away. Good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster.
Good morning. It's listener Adam.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Not too much. Probably the worst chocolate bar I've ever tried was it was a dark chocolate bar infused with like chili pepper. I thought I'd give it a try. I thought it might taste okay. Oh, that was horrible. I took a bite and I literally threw it out my car window.
Who made that? Where did you get that from?
Walmart carries some of them, and I just just out of curiosity's sake, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this today.
You're like, I'm gonna try the chili pepper chocolate bar.
Yeah. It was just something different because, like you, I enjoy a bunch of different types of chocolate bars. So I'm like, why not?
There's
And,
no
that was
candy
a
bar I
mistake.
don't like. But you're saying
Yeah.
you're the same way, but you didn't like this one.
Yeah. No, it like instantly threw it out.
Yeah, like one time I was at the state fair. Oh yeah, Rocky's showing a picture of chili chocolate. Maybe I wouldn't like that.
Dark chocolate chili.
I was at the
flavor.
state fair once, and they were selling crickets, a cricket pizza. And I'm like, oh, I'll try that. You know what? The pizza was pretty good.
And say,
Let's take these crickets off here. We're good to go.
Well, the crickets, they just tasted like, I don't even know how to describe it. There was no taste. They were just sort of like dusty. I don't know, but when you got to the pizza was good. So actually, I even like that.
Chocolate covered crickets are pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. I mean, I'll have those. I won't have the chili pepper chocolate.
So you're saying the chili pepper chocolate was shit. Maybe that's.
Yeah.
There you go, Rocky. There's the answer. My least favorite candy bar.
Well, we had to get that obscure.
The chili pepper.
To find a candy bar you didn't like.
Say it burns going in and coming out.
Yeah. Unbelievable. All right, thank you, Adam. I will know to never try a chili pepper chocolate bar.
Yeah, if you get the chance, pass on that.
I can't imagine anyone eating that.
Yeah.
It looks gourmet from the picture. It looks like one of those really high-end chocolate bars.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought when I got it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it'll be a special treat. I don't know. And it wasn't at all.
Fat 420 says, try the Spud bar. It's a marshmallow covered in coconut and chocolate. It looks like a potato, and it's only available in Idaho. Oh, I would try that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would try.
Yeah, definitely.
I would. That might be worth a trip to Idaho.
Yeah, let me get on that right there.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
Morning disaster road trip.
Yeah, we're gonna go explore candy bars, the great candy bars of the United States.
Love to travel 500 miles to be disappointed.
I don't think you'd be disappointed in that.
It's shaped like.
Did anybody ever find any like in their house or whatever, or mistakenly buy any baker's chocolate, thinking that was a chocolate bar? Take a big bite of that.
I did that when I was younger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That your
Find some in your mom's like cooking stuff. Think it's a chocolate bar.
learned.
Yeah, you don't want to take a bite of that.
I also did that with a bouillon cube. I thought it was candy.
Oh
wow.
That
Oh, I'm looking at the Spud bar.
only happened once.
I'm looking at the Idaho Spud bar. The Idaho Spud bar is a candy bar made by the Idaho Candy Company. They've been producing it since 1918, and it's available in the Northwest. Oh, I would definitely try that. It looks like a potato. He was not lying. If you guys Google it, you'll see what it's about. That looks kind of good. I would try that. Hell yeah. And then there's you ever see these ads for like English candy bars?
I was gonna do that. You can get those in like variety packs. Yeah. I was watching some YouTube videos about English people trying American snacks and then vice versa or whatever. And I was just about to get a whole pack of those, and I'm like, yeah, but do I really want to find more junk food to like? Do I want to get obsessed with now something over in Europe or something? So
now it's gonna be more expensive.
I went as far as putting them in my Amazon cart. You get them right on Amazon. I went as far as putting them in the cart but then
I'll tell you,
deleted it.
I once when I was in Syracuse, New York. I got a job offer to go to Grand Rapids, Michigan. You guys familiar with where that is? And
Oh, yeah.
So, and it was my producer was Noid. We were both in Syracuse and we hated it. And so I figured, well, let's go talk to the guys in Grand Rapids. And we thought that the quickest way to get there would be just go through Canada, right? So we drove through Canada to get, and it was the quickest way to get there, to get to Grand Rapids. And while in Canada, we stopped at a convenience store, and I went in and got what I thought was just a regular candy bar. But here's the lesson. It's not. It's Canadian chocolate is different from American chocolate.
I've had Canadian. I've done the same thing. I went to the lower
hard
part of
to do.
Canada a couple times.
It's
via Michigan.
It's weird.
And, yeah.
It's not like
It's like Canadian bacon.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know how to describe it. It's not terrible. It's just not as sweet. Is that what you got, Rocky?
Yeah,
it's not as sweet.
It's bland. It's chalky and bland.
Yeah.
It tastes like cheap chocolate.
Yeah.
You know, like if you got a really cheap knockoff. Nothing
It's a
against
good
Canada.
representation of Canada.
It's like you just buy something at Dollar General. And
yeah.
I don't know how to describe
We
it.
could have just got cheap local or whatever knockoff candy bars.
It was like when I was a kid, we got
I didn't have a Canadian there to point me in the direction of, no, you want this one.
we got
Hey,
free.
man, you don't want that kind of bar.
We got free government
Yeah,
cheese.
It's not all the boots.
How many people ever had free government cheese? Okay. A Canadian candy bar is the same as government cheese as compared to Velveeta. You know what I mean?
I have heard, and this is a whole different discussion, but I have heard different opinions on government cheese.
Government cheese
I've heard
is good.
people
It's
say
good.
there's nothing better. They miss it. They
yeah.
whatever, and that's not the government cheese I remember.
Here's what it's
at
here's
all.
here's what it's good though. Here's when we were good. Like my mom could do amazing things with that government cheese. She could get a 49-cent box of elbow macaroni, and she'd cook that macaroni up.
I think that's what it was for, but if you tried to like slice it and
Oh,
put
you
it,
don't-
at least the cheese that we had, forget it. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just, and it tasted horrible.
You don't want that. But
I mean,
but
horrible.
she would take the slices of that government cheese and make the macaroni and cheese. Oh my God. And she'd chop up other shit in it. It'd be so good. And the other thing was
Well,
good.
I think your mother's love in the recipe
Well,
probably
she would
it wasn't
she
the
would
government cheese.
she would take bread, and she would butter the slices of bread and put it on the grill, and then she'd take that government cheese and she'd melt it on there with some garlic salt or something. Oh my God, it was fantastic. Okay, but if you tried to eat a slice of government cheese, oh my God, you just couldn't eat a slice of it. It was horrible. Now, you know how what that tastes like. Then you actually get a paycheck or whatever, and they buy some Velveeta. That's the difference in Canadian candy as compared to American candy. The Canadian candy is the government cheese. The United
Well,
States.
like I said, some people really like that government cheese. I mean,
The United States candy is the Velveeta. It's more, it's more processed.
right.
But you could eat a slice of Velveeta and say, "Oh, this is pretty good." You can't really eat the slice of the government cheese.
I mean, it was a completely different color. I mean,
Yes.
cheese is supposed to be kind of yellowish, and our government cheese was almost like white.
But
I
that's
mean, it was very, very pale.
I'm telling you that the Canadian I'm not sure it was milk chocolate. I don't think it was milk chocolate. I think it was whatever they made in Canada. It just didn't taste that good. But anybody who had government cheese, it made great grilled cheese sandwiches and made fantastic like macaroni and cheese and stuff. But if you just ate a slice of it, it was horrible. Horrible.
We must have different. I mean, the people that say that, or the two people that say that government cheese is great are from the same. I think from the same area you are, and I'm from out farther, south. Obviously, it was probably a different cheese.
Yeah, we
Because
got ours.
Yeah, it was nothing good about this government cheese.
We got ours in, I want to say Carlinville or something.
Yeah.
You had to go wait.
This government cheese that I had was more like to get you off of government, and sit you to get a job.
Well, you're down near Missouri. You're down in Missouri. They don't treat poor people.
Get
good.
some damn Velveeta.
But I'm saying, we would have to go to, I want to say Carlinville, and you would pick up the government cheese. It was worth the trip. They would.
Yeah.
It was good. And now I guess they don't make government cheese anymore, which is a shame. Because I mean the reason they made the cheese is because that way the government paid the dairy farmers to make it, which is like they were giving them the money anyway, like every time Trump got in these battles for tariffs or whatever, he ends up giving the farmers billions of dollars. He just gives them a supplement. And what he should do is just buy the product and make some government cheese. Help out some fucking poor people at the same time. Like, for example, food stamps are part of the farm bill. And some people, I don't like food stamps. I don't like helping poor people. They need to strap on their blah, blah. But that's not what they're for. They're for to give the farmers money. So that's what food stamps are for. It's so that the government can justify paying farmers this huge amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it is now, but I mean, when food stamps used to be that's just about all you could get was agricultural type stuff.
Well, you could buy anything with, like, you can buy some Butterfingers with food stamps if you want now. But I'm saying that anyway, every food is made with products that they get from farmers. So if you want to give farmers money, and I have no problem with government giving farmers money, but buy something, help out some poor people too. When we gave the latest round of stimulus to farmers, we didn't buy anything. We literally, this is honest to God. I'm not trying to make this show political or anything, but I just want to show how stupid it is. We actually paid them to kill some animals, and we paid them to throw out stuff that they had harvested, which is just stupid. Let them. This is how much power the big companies who make this shit have. Rather than the money that we gave to the farmers for doing nothing except losing money from the Chinese because they weren't buying their products. So the government gave them this big stimulus, and they just threw the food away, when the government could have easily taken the food and handed it to poor people who didn't have enough money to eat. Instead, we'd rather burn it and throw it away than give it to people. I'm saying back in the day, this is back in the era of Jimmy Carter, when they wanted to give a stimulus to the dairy farmers, they actually made cheese out of it and gave the cheese to the poor people. I'm telling you, I ate that cheese, and it was good when you had a mother that knew what to do with it. My mom made macaroni and cheese. She made spaghetti sauce with cheese. She made good grilled cheese sandwiches, all kinds of shit with it. I'm just saying.
We must have had different government cheese.
Well,
Does yours come in wax paper?
It came in like
blocks?
Yeah, it was a block.
Yeah, mine did.
It came in a block. Nikki, you grew up.
And it said "not for sale" in blue on it. That's all it said, was "not for sale."
Yeah, I don't remember it being blue, but I
like
white
it.
box.
Yeah, I want to say it was white or
Velveeta
yellow
box.
or something. Yeah, it sort of looked like a Velveeta box.
I don't remember a box. Ours didn't come in a box. It just came in wax paper.
Yeah. Oh no, it
It was
was
a block of wax paper.
Yeah, it came in a box. We got it in a box.
Well,
and
you probably got a better, higher higher tier than wheat is.
I think what we got was Wisconsin cheese or something. It was really good.
We got Granite City cheese.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you had bad experience with government cheese, Rocky.
Yes.
That's horrible. I wish you'd have gotten the good cheese that I had here. And
Because I mean, you're not the only one. There's other, but the thing is that the people that say that the government cheese was awesome, they miss it, are all from this area that you're from.
It's the region,
more
yeah.
central Illinois. I grew up in more Granite City, Edwardsville, kind of southern central, and I bet it was the different cheese.
Nate's in the chat room saying spaghetti sauce made of cheese. No. What she would do is she would make spaghetti sauce, regular red spaghetti sauce, and have some boiled spaghetti, and then she'd mix the sauce into the spaghetti, and then she would cut the cheese. She would cut the government cheese, and she would put it in the spaghetti that already had the sauce in it, and then it would create this sort of, it would make it look sort of orange. And it was
apparently my mom
mom
didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, my mom.
My mother didn't know how to make grilled cheese sandwiches. I guess.
Your mom would
My mom would do the spaghetti noodles and then melt the cheese in the spaghetti noodles like a macaroni and cheese, but it was spaghetti noodles.
And then
It was really good.
Did you put the red sauce on top of it?
No,
Yeah. See,
it's like a macaroni and cheese, but instead of elbow macaroni, it's spaghetti.
my mom would mix the pesto sauce, the red sauce in with it, and it would end up orange. And it was good. It was like an orange cheese. It was really good. Good memories. I get good memories of government cheese.
I don't remember what else we got from the. I know we got cheese and sugar and flour.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything
peanut
else.
butter.
Maybe butter.
And peanut butter.
Butter.
They had peanut butter and butter.
The butter was
We
good.
never got peanut butter. We got butter, but not peanut butter.
Oh, you must not
The
have been.
peanut butter came in a big old can that looked like Crisco.
You must not have been as poor as
Oh,
we
no.
were. 'Cause we got everything.
No.
We
got the high quality
Yeah.
cheese. You got cheese that came in a box, apparently. Ours
Yeah.
came in wax paper.
With all kinds of shit. Listen, we had 6 kids and no dad. All right. So my mom had to work like 2 jobs. So we didn't have shit, but we got all that good free stuff. And I'm telling you, there was some stuff that was good, I mean, so what if I didn't get, some top of the line stuff? But that government cheese was good. And I got that. We got the sugar. We got the flour.
Metro East cheese.
We got bread. At one point, I remember getting bread.
Yeah, I remember maybe bread. Yeah,
We got peanut butter.
I
The
definitely
peanut
remember
butter.
the cooking ingredients like sugar and flour.
The peanut butter wasn't great, but it was still okay.
We didn't have peanut butter.
Yeah.
You had to mix it up to get all the oil put in it.
Like Wes is saying that St. Louis didn't bother wasting cardboard. Yeah.
Right.
They just threw you guys the stuff in wax paper.
Yeah, I mean, you went down and got it. You stood in the line.
Yeah, that's all we had to do.
And you stood in line, and it was like, I think you had a bag or something, or you took a bag
Yeah.
with you, but
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't boxes and stuff. It
But
was
I remember as a
like
kid,
bags of flour. and-
as a kid, I looked forward to, I want to say it was on Saturdays or on Saturday, you'd go. And I looked forward to the government cheese because it was really good. And I knew when we got it, I'm like, oh, Mom's going to make some macaroni or spaghetti or grilled cheese sandwiches. We'd be all excited about it. And now they don't make it anymore. I find that sad. Because all poor people should experience what I experienced, which is the tastiness
Yes.
of government cheese. Delicious. By the way, I've got this cat. I don't know if you guys are looking on cam, but she's never needy, and this cat for some reason is all needy and climbing on me for some reason. And now she wants me to hold her. I don't know what she's scared of, but
Probably out of food or something.
something has frightened this cat. So you think she's out of food?
Probably the intruder in the house, I would suspect.
I don't know what it is, but she's like this cat. You've been Nick. You've been broadcasting with me how long? Nikki, you've been broadcasting with me how long? When have you ever seen that?
Never seen the cat.
Yeah, my cat never jumps in camera ever, and now
Never.
she's in my arms. In fact, she just never wants me to hold her at all. Very rarely. So
Usually you complaining about your dog coming in and farting.
maybe the cat is having fond memories of government cheese too.
She said she's hearing you talk about cheese and wants some
Yeah,
cheese.
maybe that's what it is. But I don't know.
Talking about your childhood, and the cat thinks you need to be coddled.
Yeah.
Cat thinks he's holding you.
Well, it's I've always made too much money. My child has never had to experience government cheese. I'm trying.
Just take a day,
Yeah.
just one day, and do the whole stand in line, get the government
Yeah.
cheese.
Those are good times.
Best soda.
Oh yeah, you get
Great.
you literally buy. Do you? I remember going to the stores. We would go to the Aldi or whatever place it was, where literally it would just be cans of sodas. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'd go and you'd get the cardboard, okay, and then you'd hand pick the sodas you want, and you'd put them on the cardboard.
And they would just say like grape,
Yeah.
cola,
Yeah, and they were just like
strawberry,
the
orange.
grape would be like a can that was purple and white.
Yes.
Yeah, and the orange would be a can that was orange and white, and so on and so forth.
Uh-huh.
Those taste good, but the cola tastes like shit. I mean, the cola was horrible.
Uh-huh.
But the grape,
I remember that.
grape and the orange were
We never
very
went
good.
to Aldi when I was a kid because my mother refused to pay for I ain't paying for no goddamn shopping cart. I think you had to
get the
spend it
quarter
was like a
back.
nickel.
You had to bring your own bags. I do remember
It's
that.
like a nickel or something, and then you get it back. It was that. I think it's a quarter now.
But
or
you
whatever.
could get like a case of
She
soda.
took stances, and I mean, she was firm on her stances.
You get like
Never went to Aldi.
you get like a case of soda, and the whole thing would be like, $4 or what. I don't remember it being a lot of money. But
She would come home with like the generic grocery, like if it was Schnucks, I think theirs was called Staff or President's Choice or something.
Right.
They had like or plain label or whatever. That's what we would end up with.
We would get I can't remember the name of the cheap sodas, but did you ever notice that the regular cola taste and the regular root beer, they taste like shit? And
Because you know what good cola is supposed to taste like.
Well-
The other flavors are all just within those brands.
I'm
like
convinced
Shasta and
I'm convinced that
Faygo and-
Coke and Pepsi and all, I'm convinced they paid
Yeah.
something.
I said the cola always reminded me of RC cola. the
Yeah,
way it
I think
tasted to me.
that the big corporations paid something to where they would make that one taste terrible. Of course, this was back where you could steal a bottle of Pepsi very easy, because they used to put the soda in bottles, and then when you get done drinking it, you would take the empty bottles back and get so much money. Because if you were hard up for money, you just look at people's garbages. You look at the garbage and you grab the bottles, and you take them to the store and they give you money for them. Those were the good days.
yeah.
Now they don't
put
do
it to
anything.
work.
Now they don't. They put it all in cans, and I remember those bottled sodas were great. Do they still make a bottled soda?
Yeah.
I say I know Coke has put out some
I think they do.
glass bottled ones over the years.
I'll tell you what, bottled soda was good. There used to be a gas station in Gillespie where I grew up Literally, it was for a quarter. You could buy a soda for a quarter, and it was a bottle.
It was probably Vest.
No, it was like a Coke machine or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember getting Coke
Was it
bottles
Tommy?
in the
We had-
90s.
Yeah. You put in a quarter and you open it up and it was just a bunch of and you pull the bottle out.
In Pony, we had this ritual. We'd walk all the way down to the liquor store. This was when you first come into town.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore. And they had Best soda for 25 cents.
Oh,
So we would get a soda, drink it, walking all the way back down to Hutch, which is the other end of town, and get penny candy.
Yeah.
And then we'd be out of soda and thirsty, so we'd walk back, go get another 25-cent Vest. We'd do that all day long.
I love that 25-cent. You get an actual authentic Coca-Cola or Sprite or something. It's like a quarter.
I'd say about 15 years ago, I worked for one of the soda distributors in the area. And I could actually buy the product at cost from the warehouse.
See, that's fantastic.
If you ever wondered what the markup is on that stuff, it is ridiculous.
I wish
a
I would.
20-ounce bottle like you buy in the gas station, for like $1.30 something. I was buying them at the plant for 40 cents.
Well, did they have bottles, glass bottles?
It wasn't glass; it was the plastic. But
I'm saying that did they have the sodas in the glass bottles? Or they just don't make those anymore.
I know Coke was making them for a while. I don't know if they still are or not.
Those were great.
I think at Christmas, Coca-Cola comes out with them for nostalgic reasons. And then once they're gone, they're gone.
I'll be damned.
Like the holidays. You get a little 6-pack.
Those were good.
I can buy a 6-pack right now at Walmart.
Of glass bottles?
Of glass bottles?
Glass bottle Coke.
I'll be damned.
Huh.
All right. There's a joke website, you guys. There's a joke website called rentahitman.com.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that sounds funny.
A 51-year-old woman from Detroit named Wendy Ween wanted to kill her ex-husband. So she actually found the joke website called rentahitman.com. It's a joke website that claims to have 18,000 hitmen stationed around the country. And it's headquartered at the Mar-a-Lago Country Club.
Oh, that's smart.
It also brags about being HIPAA compliant, which they said stands for the Hitman Information Privacy and Protection Act of 1960.
Right.
Somehow this woman thought the website was real and filled out a request form detailing how she wanted to kill her ex-husband. Whoever runs the site was so troubled by her filling it out that they turned it over to the police. The police then set up a sting in a parking lot and arrested the woman when she offered an undercover cop $5,000 to kill her husband. She is now facing charges for solicitation to commit a murder.
Wouldn't it have been cheaper just to get a divorce?
Yeah, well,
It was her ex-husband.
Yeah, it was her ex-husband. They had a divorce.
Oh.
He'd made her that.
Missed
How do
that
you make
part.
it? How do you make an ex that angry?
She wanted to make him an ex-person.
I mean, how do you make
Not
them
just an
that-
ex-husband.
I guess I just don't understand. Does anybody have any rough times with exes?
I'll say I don't talk to my ex that often, but I mean it's usually pleasant.
Do you guys have
I
kids?
don't really have an ex.
You have, you have kids or anything, Jason?
I had an ex who imagined I stalked her and told the whole world.
Oh, hi, Sean.
Oh, Sean Blitz here.
Hi, Sean. It's 9:30.
Sean, do you want a video link?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna send Sean a video. link.
I apparently stalked a woman from my couch and at city council meetings.
So you had an ex claim you stalked her.
Yeah, you remember that lovely girl, the one that looked like Nancy Kerrigan and Juliana
Oh,
Margulies?
yeah. I remember. Sure, she claimed you stalked her.
Said it for years.
Oh, I remember that. She was from
Yeah.
up near Bloomington. I do remember that.
Yeah, like I found out after the fact she's cheating on me in Lincoln and Bloomington the day after the breakup. Well, I can just do whatever I want now, and she's at Chantilly, and like in the deep psychologically troubled state, she convinced herself she didn't see me. First, 40 feet away from me, she rubs his goatee. The breakup was too clean. Then she, within 20 feet of me, starts dirty dancing, and I'm surprised they didn't create a baby there on the dance floor. She convinces herself
Yeah,
that she,
maybe they did.
you know, and a week earlier, I think 7 to 10 days earlier, yeah, I want to be your wife someday. Well, she was already cheating on me. So anyway, I felt I had a right to call and chew her backside out, chew her.
It
give her a
ain't
good butt
cheating
chewing.
if you're
And,
broke up, Sean.
Yeah, if you guys were broken up, why would you call
That's
her?
not cheating.
Don't call anybody you're broken up with.
The next day it was obvious they had been together for a while.
Oh.
The body language, the rubbing, you know what? I mean, you just know. It's like, okay, these two have been together for a while.
By the way, in the chat
And,
room,
so,
Bubba says he lives with his girlfriend and his first ex-wife, and he'd like to kill his ex-wife on a daily basis. He lives with his
Well,
ex-wife?
unfortunately, you'd only be able to do that once. It wouldn't happen on a daily basis.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
You'd have to bring her back, kill her again.
I get along with, I mean, all my exes. I don't
live in Texas.
All the other ones.
Damn it, beat me to it.
No, I get along with the ones that I mean, I'm friends with some of them on Facebook, and I get along with them all. I don't have, there's nobody I want to kill. But
I'd still love to see her. I wouldn't kill her, but I would love to see her in an obituary and read that she suffered.
Okay, well, they don't put that in the obituary.
You do realize this goes all over the air, right?
Right.
You hate your ex that much.
It wasn't caused by another human.
You hate.
Absolutely. She said it for years.
I don't hate any of my exes.
It's not bad enough to just cheat on me.
Come on, baby.
You know, you have to smear me with something that goes against everything I'm about.
Yeah.
With no evidence, mind you.
I did see one of my exes went on Facebook and put up a picture of Donald Trump, and it was a picture of Trump, and then it was something that said, "This is my president," and you know what I mean. And I pray for this man daily, and blah blah blah. And all I said was, "Well, that figures." But I wasn't upset. I wasn't the least bit upset, or you know. That's probably the weirdest thing that I've ever seen an ex do. But I get along with all of them. I guess I just when you end a relationship, you end it. What does it matter what the person does? You know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you what. And that betrayal. It really. You remember the late '90s? I was still a putz, but
I
had a
also
little
remember it was
success with women.
20 some odd years
stumbling
ago.
And bumbling, and I lost whatever that mojo was I had, and she really sent me on the path to the miserable 20 years of loneliness I've been in.
But it was
the last one was kind of a meat grinder too. But
it was 20 plus years ago.
You know, it's all about Wall Street. She was my 1929.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time in life when you meet someone and have a family, and
there we go.
Just changed everything.
Yeah.
But you know the other stuff going on in my life. You know, other people were targeting me in scams and
do you have
just all kinds of other. It was a crazy time in my life. It still affects me.
Nikki, you got a bunch of exes.
Someone trying to get my job. Someone.
I still talk to all of them, and I'm on good terms with them.
Do you ever look at any of them and go, damn, they look good, or any of that stuff? You know what I mean?
No.
Because I had one ex-girlfriend send me a picture on Facebook. She sent me a picture of herself. Like, I hadn't been talking to her or anything. She just sent it to me out of the blue. And I mean, she looked really hot. She looked really good. I'm not sure why she was sending it. Because
she wanted you to know what you were missing out on.
She was, I mean, yeah, she's 50 years old. She sent me this picture and she's smoking. But at no point in looking at the picture did it make me think, I'm not sure Nikki, what would be the motivation to do that?
I have no clue because I would never do that.
Yeah, she just sent it to me out of the blue.
Very weird.
And she looked good. When I looked at it, I went, good for her.
Did she have a message attached to it?
Yeah, it was just like, hi, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. Here's me in a bikini. I mean, I don't even, it was really weird. But her body was
Well,
rocking.
I think she's waiting for a photo of you in a bikini now.
Her body was rocking. And, I mean, you know, I put pictures of myself up all the time. Everybody knows what I look like. Hell, I'm on camera every morning. You could see what I look like. She just sent me, like out of the blue, sent me a picture of herself in a bikini. And she talked about how much she's worked out over the past few years. And, you know.
She's probably maybe she's just really proud of what she's accomplished with her
by the
working
way,
out. And
she
probably
should
sent that
be.
photo to several people.
She should be.
Rather than just posting it like a normal person would.
No, you're right. She probably did
to do the direct approach.
She probably did send it to several people. Yeah. Except she's the pose. I'm gonna try to send this photo to Sean or somebody and
several male friends. That's
hey,
what I should have said.
Sean, are you still there?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna send you this photo that she sent me. First, I got to try to find it. It's in my Facebook messages. I'm going to try to I'll send you this photo. You tell me what you think she was saying in this photo. All right. It might take a second because I got to look for it, but.
You should send it to your wife and see what she thinks the woman was trying to say.
I mean, I would. I'm
Just
sure.
Another woman, so, you know.
I'm sure my wife would, you know, would comment on it.
I'm sure she would too.
But yeah. I might have shown I mean I don't hide anything from my wife, so. But I'm saying the girl looked good, but it didn't that's all I thought was good for her. It didn't make me want to, you know. Didn't make me want
I try not to show pictures of myself to exes so they remember me as I was.
I'm just going to show this. I'm going to send the photo to Sean. Like I said, it'll take me a second to find it. And then, Sean, you tell me what you think the girl was trying to say in the photo. And you think if this is a picture that she sent to a bunch of people.
Are we sure Sean's the best judge there?
Yeah, Sean would be a pretty good judge. All right, I'm going to send it to you, Sean. There it is. Tell me if you think this was something she sent to a bunch of people or if it was just sent to me. All right?
Okay.
There you go. I just sent it. I don't think it. In other words, I don't think it was sent to a bunch of people.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a Hallmark greeting.
Right. It was just out of the blue. Sent it to me.
That's not a high school reunion kind of.
No.
Oh, how you been? How you been? Here's my body.
But
I mean, damn guacamole.
It was good. I mean, it's a nice picture, but you know, it didn't make me want to.
Yeah, there's Not exactly what I'd call just being social.
Yeah, it weirded me out a little bit.
You know, and that's the kind of crap that gets you into trouble when you had no participation whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know, and I, you know, and in this world where you have to watch out for phone snooping, which I certainly have dealt with. You know, it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, it looks like you're up to something. You're up to nothing.
So, but you know, I just think you got to take it for what it's worth. I mean,
Who's that? Rocky.
what?
Rocky just put up
I
a
just
picture
found
of
some
somebody.
random.
Yeah,
I just found some random photo and said, "Is this her?"
Oh.
No, I mean it looked good, right, Sean? I mean, she looked
I would.
she looked sexy.
I would say she fits the specs on the bidding process.
But I'll tell you what,
got the right numbers.
It didn't make me think like. It didn't make me think like, oh, I lost something by not staying with her or anything like that. You know what I mean? It didn't make me regret any decisions or make me want to go hook up with her now or anything. You know, so I don't understand why anyone would do that.
Just
I don't
very,
know, weak
very
moment,
proud of her body.
Yeah, but I do think that's part of it. I think, listen, she's 50 in this picture. Rocky, if I had your phone number, I'd send it to you. In this picture, you know, she looks good. I would be proud of myself too if I look like that. It would be odd if I look like that because I'm a man, but you know, if I lost enough weight to take a barely dressed photo and send it, I would put plaster mine all over Facebook, but that's just how I am.
And was she a heavier girl before?
No, she's always been attractive. I mean, you know, she was
I
good.
just sent it to Rocky's Facebook.
She was good looking when I was with her, but when I was with her, we were both like teenagers, you know. Now she's over 50, and let's face it, I don't want to be offensive, but a lot of people, because I'm one of them, a lot of people get over 50 and they look like hell, you know. They look like shit.
See, what I'm hearing right now is my ex is looking at me like a credit rating. Like they're excited, like after 7 or 8 years, I come off their dating credit report.
So that when they're usually happy when you come off the
Oh, I don't have to put them on my dating resume.
I was trying to think of the name of
Rejoice.
it. When you come off the Experian report or whatever they call it, you know.
He gets discharged from the report like a bankruptcy.
Yes. He's like a bankruptcy.
He's still on TransUnion, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do have, like Pete's saying, he goes, I had a married female friend, not an ex, who used to send me random naked pics of other chicks. It was weird. My point is, it was weird that she would send me this out of the blue. I appreciate it, you know. And I would have no problem with my wife knowing that I received the photo, because my wife, you know, if there is any kind of contest, my wife won, although I don't know if my wife and she know each other or not, but, you know. Anyway, it was a weird photo. I don't know why someone would send it. Why would you send that, Sean, to someone? Right?
You feel neglected, attention. You want to, I don't know.
Why would
like
she?
You don't want to go to the outside world. Maybe just one person will make me feel desired.
Well, it's not like, but
Even if they don't respond.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had seen it before. I'd seen it when she was much younger. I saw her doing that same pose when she was like 18. So, and maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know, but I don't know.
I'll have to see if any of my exes are in a bad marriage, and I want them to feel better. I'll
So
I'll send him a picture of me on a beach chair.
You've never had an ex just send you a photo out of, nobody's ever had an ex send them a photo out of the blue? Nikki,
I don't really have an ex.
Rocky, you don't have an ex? You don't have any exes?
No.
Nikki, you never got like a cock shot from some
Oh, hell no.
some ex-boyfriend never just sent you a random dick pic?
No.
With "miss me?" question mark written on it.
Well,
and by it, I mean, you know.
It said miss.
Right.
Nope.
It's a, but it was cold.
Hopefully it was rock hard.
Are you rock hard? Maybe I'm the only one. But it was.
You're the only one.
I'm just saying it was weird.
You're the only one that's still desired by their ex.
I don't think.
Let's keep in touch with bikini photos.
I don't think I'm desired at all. Because it's not like, it'd be one thing if she said it to me and then said, now send me yours. That would be something else. You know, what do you look like in your bathing suit? That would have been something else. Because you could tell just how fat and out of shape I am from my Facebook photos. You know. And by the way, I've been working out now for over a year and dieting for over a year. I've lost over 100 pounds. The other day, I was walking by my bathroom and I didn't have a shirt on. And I caught a glimpse of myself. I look like hell. I mean, I know I look bad, but I didn't know I looked this bad.
Well, you got to take those mirrors down.
I was like, son of a bitch. I've been
There's
working.
the answer there.
I've been working my ass off for over a year, and I still don't look any different. I think, you know. I think I still look like shit.
Even when I worked out for about 10 years straight before I got the kidney stones in September, and then everything started closing, so I haven't really worked out since like September. But I was working out for about 10 years straight, and obviously there was some changes, but then there were days where it was like a fluctuating day thing. I would still look like, I don't know, fat or like out of shape or whatever. One day I'd look in shape, the next. It was really weird.
I'm telling you, it's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
Could part of it be like loose skin, you know? Because when you lose a large amount of weight like that, you still sometimes have stretched out skin.
No. I think my skin is so stretched out. I think even the next 100, it's still not gonna start loosening up any. You know, I think I'd have to lose like 300 pounds before it starts. You know.
Because I've heard of people that lost a lot of weight and they had like literally pounds of loose skin that had to be surgically removed and tightened.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that will happen to me. That I'll eventually have to go in and have skin removed, but it's not an issue now. I'm so fat. There's no part of myself that, you know, that looks good yet. And I just work my ass off. Of course, then I did mention earlier that I ate Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
I ate an almost complete bag of stale Chips Ahoy last night because I got hungry. I was eating every day. I was eating between noon and 5 p.m. Okay. I was eating between noon and 5, and then I wasn't eating the rest of the time. And lately, my wife's been on this kick of wanting to make dinner. She goes, "Well, I'll make it," and I go, "No, I try to stop eating early." She goes, "I'll make it as soon as I get home," but still, I find myself eating like right around 7:00. And so I don't think I'm fasting as much as I should. You know, like I used to fast from 5 p.m. until noon the next day, which is, what is that? almost 20 hours a day of fasting. It's like 19 hours. Now I'm only fasting, you know, I'm literally fasting only 17 hours or whatever. I wonder if that's affecting me. Well, that and the Chips Ahoy.
And the Chips Ahoy, yeah.
Yeah. But I've only done that. I've only done that once. You know, it's not like I'm eating a bag of Chips Ahoy a night. You know.
Or an ice cream bar every day, like I am.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to lay off that stuff. Yeah. So, and I'm working out I'm going to go work out again today. I'm working out every day. So I should just be losing more. I should be the one sending bikini pics to people, saying, look at me.
Get the Budweiser bikini out and put it on you.
Yeah. I just want to look good. I'd like my wife to look at me and go, wow, brr, you know, instead of that thing where she has to keep herself from vomiting. I'd want her to look at me and go, he looks good. I'm lucky I get to sleep with him, you know.
Turn down the lights.
Yeah.
Keep turning them down. Turn them down some more.
Take out a ball bat and
Not as low as you go.
take out a ball bat and hit those lights with the ball bat, break them all. Just once, I want to look good. I want to look like I looked when I was in my, when I was like in my early 20s or something, you know. Actually, I want to look like I looked when I was in high school.
I just want to look like I looked before the gym closed. I mean, it did not take long at all. I mean, to go right back.
Nah, it just sucks. It just sucks. If anything, when I got that picture, I just got jealous. And I was like, God damn it, why can't I look good? How come I have to look like shit? But then, you know, at least Sean Bolin grows that beard, and I think, well, at least I don't look like that.
Yeah, it's like if your house is messy, just watch an episode of Hoarders. Yeah. Suddenly your house doesn't look that bad anymore.
Like if you're having relationship problems, just ask Sean about that girl in the late 90s. And then you won't feel so bad. You know. That's the key. That's the key.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure.
He's really going off on somebody, but
I was like the Israelites, you know, in the desert for 40 years. It was after that sweetheart of a chick. Never got my touch back.
Good old Shawnee.
And I was shocking the world. I was rags to riches and back to rags. Killed the family name, all the baggage of the last 20 years.
Good old Shawnee.
What do you do? Yep.
Well,
Merle Haggard said it best, always on a mountain when I fall.
At least you got your health.
So true.
I think I don't know. So I just keep working out, and I try to eat better, and I'm hoping one of these days it's noticeable. That's the plan.
Once it starts to get noticeable, it's a motivation to keep it going, though. But it's getting to that point. It's like,
yeah, it's hard.
Willpower.
It's hard. Like I leave Fit Club and I am just covered in sweat. Where I've worked out so hard, and I'm just, like yesterday I did 400 sit-ups. How is it even possible?
Whoa.
How is it even possible for me to do 400 sit-ups? And yet I pulled them off, and I should be proud. Instead, I'm like, Jesus, it didn't do anything for me. I was still fat as a house, and, you know, I would just like to get, you know, just once, you'd like to get some immediate results, but it just doesn't work that way. Oh, well. All right, let's see what else I got. So I literally had like pages of shit to get to.
I just want to get around to the tractor tire again. That was my favorite.
I'm going to ask this.
A lot of aggression.
How many
Still
people?
got a lot of aggression on that.
Rocky, if I gave you the choice to guess what type of personality would most likely to be addicted to social media, what type of person would be addicted to social media? Because they have now found a type that is addicted to social media.
Like the letters, like IH, whatever that is,
Well,
or TT,
like
or
if I gave you the choice of a person that's really nice, a person that's self-loathing, a narcissist, or mean, who enjoys who's addicted to social media?
well, self-loathing and mean is kind of similar, but I would say self-loathing people. They would turn that loathing on to strangers, and that's where you get the trolls. And I mean, there's people that will sit and troll a liberal, whatever, and then go and get tired of that, and then they'll go troll the right wing. They just want to troll. That's it. And I think it comes down to if they had a better, self respect or whatever, they would find something better to do with their time.
Researchers at Michigan State and Cal State Fullerton tracked the activity of Facebook and Snapchat users, and they found that the people that are most likely to be addicted to social media are people who are aggressive and mean and like to do things like cyberbullying.
Well, sure.
The conclusion was that social media platforms are basically set up to cater to people who seek rewards from being cruel.
Absolutely. I said that
Yes,
the very first show I came back on. Remember when we talked about that?
Yes.
It's all about getting those numbers, about getting those reactions. Nice, fluffy puppy dogs get a few reactions, but not as much as something like Aunt Jemima's been banned. That gets reactions, and the news companies, they sell those numbers. They figured out what upsets people, and that's what each individual person is going to see on their social media. What upsets them, whatever that is.
They found that the most addicted, or the people that use social media the most, are people who just do it to piss others off.
Yep.
That they're the ones who seem most addicted to it.
Like I said, the people there's people that just want to piss. It doesn't matter what wing or liberal, conservative, they just want to piss people off.
Yeah, you're right.
There's people that make fake accounts that just, but then you have organizations like news companies that reap benefits from pissing people off. And then that's where when you've got literal teams of people, that's their job, to find algorithms and whatever makes you mad so you'll react. I mean,
so I guess
that's why stepping away from Facebook for about 30 days, that's the best.
To sum that all up.
Except this stream.
To sum it all up, the mean people are the most addicted. And by the way, my wife does this thing. My wife does the 30-day. She was telling me that Facebook offers it. There's a 30-day
mute.
Yeah, like a snooze on certain people. And she says she does it all the time.
Oh yeah. I do it all the time.
She's like,
and then you do it enough, you just eventually unfollow them.
Yeah.
You don't unfriend them, you just unfollow them. That way you don't see their stuff, but they don't know that you've done that.
Which is crazy. But she says, she goes, it keeps me from getting, she goes, because some of the Trump, some of the pro-Trump and anti-mask stuff, whatever, that really pisses her off. And she would never.
It's supposed to.
Speaking of Trump, I want to throw.
She would never.
He just closed the Chinese consulate in Houston.
He what?
He just closed the Chinese consulate in Houston.
Why would he close the Chinese?
And then they were burning stuff.
Why would he close the Chinese consulate? That makes no sense.
Campaign strategy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then there was smoke coming from inside because they were burning a bunch of documents.
Just ridiculous. Why would they burn? Why would you burn anything?
I just thought living in a movie would be better than this.
Unbelievable. It makes no sense.
I want to live in a different movie other than the one that keeps playing.
But my wife snoozes
Going
people.
for a Hail Mary, I
I want
guess.
to live like in a Smurf movie. If we're just gonna live in like a Jason Bourne, I want to live in like a Smurf movie. I want to live in a porno. I'm just gonna live in a movie.
I would think it'd be pretty
Well,
good.
especially with a porno for the music.
I would think it'd be pretty
Right,
good
yeah.
to live where, where Batman or Superman could come save the day at any point now. It'd be nice.
Yes.
But my wife, she snoozes people all the time. Yeah, and Kathy says the same thing. She says she uses it all the time. And my wife goes, "What do you do?" I said, "I just unfriend them."
I used to have a joke that I did a thing that I ran on the radio that was like, ever see somebody on your Facebook and think, wow, has it already been 30 days? And that's what that was in reference to.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, eventually you just get tired of doing that. You just unfollow them.
I just unfriend them.
See, if you unfriend them, then they can friend you again.
And then
they
some
know
people-
you've unfriended them.
and then some people go to me and they
number
go-
goes down.
They go-
Unfollow.
They send me a thing like, "Why did you unfriend me?" And I send them back a message
Right.
going, "Because you're a fucking racist. That's why." And by the way, that's the thing that gets me is the racism. If you're or if you say Michelle Obama is a man, that because I just think that's so disrespectful.
Well, it's not. I mean, pick something that's like accurate or something. I mean, the same
Yeah,
old.
of course she's not a man. She has children, for God's sakes.
I don't like Donald Trump because he's only 4 foot. I mean, if we're just gonna make shit up, then
And there's, I just, those are the things that get me, stuff like that. Or if you, like, one guy put a family of monkeys from a zoo, and he had written underneath it was the Obama family. And I'm like, all right, this is fucking racist. I'm unfriending this person. And then they sent me a message, well, why did you unfriend me? I'm like, why do you think I unfriended you?
that's what the family member does that I was talking about. That always started always posting the memes, and it doesn't matter if it's whatever. Well, I just was posting them just because that's all was fun.
I thought it was
but-
funny. I'll be like, no, it's racist. You're fucking racist. I don't want. I told one guy, I'm like, guy says we went to high school together. I said, I don't give a shit. Now people just think I go to high school with racist people.
Great, we were born in the same county.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We're both the
Friends
same
forever.
gender. You're still a dickhead. I'm sorry.
I love when they try to come against the Obama family. I mean, you can say whatever you want
You're
about Barack
attacking
Obama.
his
Certain
children?
policies didn't work or whatever. I didn't care for some of the things he did or whatever. But when you attack the Obama family, I mean,
Yes.
what else are you going to attack? You've got to do a zoo thing or a monkey. You can't attack them any other way. What are you going to say?
It's like
I think there was one little controversy where the one daughter had like a picture, and there might have been a bong way in the background.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest.
I
thing that happened
just don't
to that
get it.
entire family the whole time they were in office. Biggest controversy.
I don't
You
get
got to
it.
do some stupid
It's like
thing that doesn't make any sense.
I think Donald Trump is a dick. I think he's a terrible president. That's just my opinion. But I would never put a picture up of his youngest kid and say, this kid's a baboon or whatever. I would never do that. So this guy was like, why did you unfriend me? And then he was trying to defend his racism. And I'm like, you're a racist. That's why I unfriended you. It's very simple. How could I become friends again? I'm like, well, starters, stop being racist.
Tough guy with the memes, and then all of a sudden, it's how can we be friends again?
well,
Why didn't you stop talking to me?
Can we be friends
We were in
again?
high school together.
And by the way, you can if you don't
Go Gillespie.
if I unfriend you on my personal page and you still want to watch the show or something, just go to the Morning Disaster page and do that.
Yeah, oh yeah, feel free.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, we're not friends anymore.
We can't be friends, but you can still patronize my and join Patreon when that comes up as well. Don't hesitate to do that.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Patreon thing, so by all means, subscribe, pay the money, but we're not friends.
We can't be friends.
I thought one guy sent me this. He sent it to me in a message. He sent me a racist thing about Mexicans, and it was a Mexican guy with a big sombrero, and he was, and it was some word, I forget the word, but it was a word, and then it said, and it was like the Mexican guy explaining the definition of the word.
Oh right, like I can't remember any of them.
And I forgot what it was, but it was something like, I am an unemployed piece of shit, whatever. And it was really offensive.
I didn't see that one.
It was really
I
offensive.
see the ones where it's like a funny sounding word or something, so it sounds like a Mexican phrase.
The guy sent it to me, like thinking I'd laugh, and I'm like, wait a minute, you sent me a meme of a Mexican guy saying I'm a big piece of shit, I got fired or whatever. And I'm like, I was recently fired. Why would you think I wouldn't be offended by that? What the fuck do you think?
Yeah, like the Mexican word of the day is I smoka, and I have a bad memory because I smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, and that's fine, but this one,
it's not really racist though.
This
That's more
this
making
one
fun
was
of the way a language sounds.
This one was really racist, and it was personally offensive to me, a Mexican person. But it had to do with being in the country illegally and being unemployed. And I was like, why the fuck wouldn't I be offended by this? Why would you think I would laugh at that?
Yes, because the mule truck stops in Gillespie. That's one of the main
it's
drop-off points for
insane.
the illegals.
It's
20 years,
just insane.
30, 40 years ago.
Well, I mean, come on. Who hasn't, in this day and age, who hasn't thought less of the people they went to high school with? I got to be honest. There's a couple of people from high school who I look at and I go, wow, they've really evolved. But most of them are like, oh my God, that person is exactly as big a piece of shit as I thought they were in high school. They're actually more so now.
Right. Because they have an outlet.
Yeah. There's a reason I stopped talking to that person in high school. Because, all the politics is done. But by the way, the politics has never surprises you on the bad end. You know what I mean? Like, you knew people people you always kind of knew were, all right, I like this.
Well, I mean, I think I have been surprised. I've been very disappointed in a few people that I thought were better. And not necessarily the racism or whatever, but I just thought were smarter. I thought were more on the ball as far as I'm not going to fall for every little thing I see on the internet. I've been so disappointed. That's what the unfollowing started. I just so disappointed. And people that work in media falling for this media shit.
Yeah.
It's like you worked in media. How do you...
Yeah, somehow claiming... that the
from
media
that all
is
the way
the
to Chuck
enemy.
Woolery and people like that. People you grew up with, you think, oh, he's kind of cool. And then you find out they're just... they're just some propaganda cheerleader or something spreading nonsense. It's like, come on, you're Chuck Woolery.
Between the Trump stuff and the mask stuff has been a really big eye opener. But a lot of time, by the way, Balint is sleeping. I'm
glad I'm not the only one that does that.
Yeah.
Great.
I thought it was Sean that put everyone to sleep.
Yeah, we were putting him to. He was literally just sleeping. I caught him on camera sleep. This is why.
I mean, we were talking about high school times. That's one of his favorite subjects.
Yeah. All that fucker wants to talk about is high school. It was finally a chance for him to weigh in, and he's sleeping. Unbelievable.
He's on mute.
Yeah, and now he's on mute. Well, of course, he put it on mute so he wouldn't hear him snoring.
My glory days were not that glorious, I guess.
No.
Glory days.
Not too many people want to hear old Scholar Bowl stories, and if we had football, it might have been a different tale.
Well, you're right. I never want to hear old Scholar.
Now I see it now as more of a socialization than I would have been some kind of record setter.
Give me the coolest
I was a part
thing.
of activities.
Give me the coolest thing that ever happened in Scholar Bowl.
You opened the floodgate. Forget it.
Give me the coolest thing that ever happened at a Scholar Bowl meet. Tell me about that time that you were blown underneath the desk or something. Give me that one cool thing that happened in Scholar Bowl.
Well, I was on TV and, an immense audience. WSIU TV, public TV in Carbondale. The ratings were double, sometimes triple digits.
Non-existent.
The ratings weren't the only thing getting a
The
rise. I
digits
think.
were 0, but
That's your best scholar
One time,
bowl
102
story.
people watched. So I did that once, and then I had a trophy once. There was a giant meet. I would have a top 10 trophy, but some teammate who didn't know what he was doing buzzed in and maybe even cost me a top 5 trophy.
So wait a minute, your biggest memory is a loss. That's your
Well, I
biggest
still got a
memory.
trophy.
Oh, for God's sake, no.
But it could have, 14th is nothing to get excited about. I mean, it was a giant meet, but
I'll tell you.
Nowadays, people get
and
trophies just for participating.
It was cracked.
I was expecting a story like when I was in high school, I made all-state honors choir. Okay. And so that meant my high school paid for me to go up to Springfield and stay at a hotel and perform, at the Capitol. But while I was here in Springfield, I hooked up with these girls from DeKalb and got laid in my hotel room. See, that's the kind of that I was talking about a story like that.
My high school stories are pretty lame, to be honest. I go to a reunion, like, what are you up to today? And I hear you on the radio in St. Louis at the time. And now, and things are going great. Then they start doing high school stories, and I realize what a wallflower I was. I mean, like,
well, look how far he's come, though. I mean, that's the.
Yeah. Now you're just falling asleep.
Yeah.
Now you're just falling asleep during the internet broadcast.
Right. I can remember getting shot down, asking a girl out to prom, and I sounded like Michael Jackson, and I was a hot mess.
So you have no cool stories.
I was the biggest idiot in the world. Like being in a play is a great place to meet women. And idiot here, the hot chorus teacher asked me to be the boxer on Guys and Dolls, which all you do is jump rope across the stage. You don't do anything. You're just filling a background role.
We had a play like that too, where they called in the football players had to have a scene for something. Some musical.
Yeah, it was just like, this is dumb. I'm only on there for 3 minutes, and
well, did you do it?
Did
you do the?
Why am I doing this? It's a 3.5-hour practice. So I'd go in, I'd pass the basketball to Lusk and Brady, the stud basketball players who went on to win state 3 years later. But I mean, it was like a great chance to socialize and meet girls. That's just how stupid I was.
Did you do the role or not?
I did, yeah.
And you still didn't get.
I learned to jump rope. I busted my butt jump rope, and then I learned to
you're
fall.
telling me you were in
I had to run into somebody and fall.
You were in a high school. Rocky, I know you did High School Musical, so I'm going to say something here in a second that I know you'll agree with. Sean, you're telling me you did a High School Musical and you didn't even make out with anybody?
No.
All right.
I didn't even hang out or
I mean,
you know what?
dude,
I felt hamstrung because I didn't have a car in a small town.
I was in High School Musicals every year of high school. The best part about I know a guy who's now a girl who got laid in a High School Musical. I'm telling you, it was not.
Talk about hitting.
I'm sure
Rocky, how it goes in high school.
I'm saying Rocky can attest to this. It's like the easiest place in the world to hook up with somebody is being a guy in a High School Musical.
Yeah, what an idiot.
And you were playing the role where you were like a boxer who was a physical role, and you still couldn't hook up with anybody?
I had all the time in the world. I had time in my hands. There were no demands. I didn't have to learn any lines.
Oh.
I had 3 hours to flirt.
I had no idea you were that lame.
And I was clueless. Like girls that were creeped out by me when I was a sophomore. Like there was one girl I was crazy about. And like all of a sudden at a track meet, she wore my jacket when she was cold.
What does that have to do with it?
I mean, women looked at me differently in a matter of 2 years. I mean, I had some chick repellent friends that I parted ways with. Not that I was too cool, but like 4 or 5 of them vandalized the cemetery, cut off Mary's head, and splattered paint all over it to look like blood. okay, I'm not hanging with you guys. You know,
So
anymore.
the movie
See you
The
later.
Unholy.
Yeah.
I'm
it's like,
shocked you were
okay,
in
I
a
got
high.
away from some girl repellent friends.
All I know is you were in
the
the
guy who
high
waddles
school
like a-
musical and you didn't even make out with anybody, let alone get laid.
Well, I was an idiot, you know, and I mean they're, you know, and it's like they had fun, you know, like putting makeup on you and
Oh my
burying
God.
you and stuff, and
Oh.
and kind of razzing you and having fun with you, and I didn't even see the opportunity. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and a lot of those big
I'll
musicals
think-
too, with the multiple scenes, they have dress changes where the girls have to
Mhm.
go change costumes and things
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
and people running around with no, you know, in their underwear
Oh, it
backstage
was
because they got to get from one
fantastic.
side to the other.
Idiot.
I love those.
You know,
I
and I'll
love
tell you what-
those musicals. Every year, I would hook up with several people during those musicals. There was.
Well,
I mean,
and
the
you know
amount
what
of
the-
competition
Start off
is
in the
so
chorus,
low.
work your way up to like the star.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, come on.
I mean,
I know
and you
guys.
what's
I know
important about that?
guys.
It's not just about.
I know guys who were gay. They didn't come out until after high. They didn't come out until afterwards, but they hooked up with several girls during the musicals. I mean, I think that was a whole exploratory phase of, am I gay or not? Whatever was going on.
I think it was an exploratory for both.
Yeah, but they
the
also
boy
hooked up
and
with
the
guys.
girl.
They hooked up with guys. They hooked up with
We are
guys
talking
during the
about
musical
high
too.
school theater
Yeah,
in the
But
80s.
I'm saying that there was plenty of activity going around. Sean Bullitt might be the only guy who didn't hook up with anybody during a
I'm a
musical.
moron. And it's not just about high school glory and great stories at the reunion. Heck, much more important is it's so important that high school doesn't just prepare you for life as far as a job and everything else, but your social life. And when you don't date in high school, and I thought, oh, I can't date, I don't have a car, don't have a license. You know, I guess I wasn't creative enough because that's how you, I don't know. And I was in a small town too where when I was a little kid, a bunch of people got killed in drunk driving accidents and just dumb stuff on country roads. So I didn't party on top of it, but
So
I'm an
Footloose
idiot.
now.
So I didn't date in high school.
I was in a small
Early
town, but
adulthood.
I still got a handy
Early
during
adulthood idea.
Bye Bye Birdie. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
it's
we were like
not
two
that.
little towns,
The
but
point
they're-
is, it's
well,
not
the
that
school wasn't
hard.
in town, it was between the two towns. Yeah. I'm an idiot. And
It's shooting
and
fish
that's
in
the
a
thing, and then
barrel.
you get into relationships as an adult, you're inexperienced.
Yeah.
It's like you're functioning like a 15-year-old. You're 22.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Unbelievable.
pathetic. I'm going to write a book, How Not to Live Your Life.
Yeah. I mean, that was
It's going to
easy.
be too many pages. That's the
That was
problem.
easy pickings.
Is somebody on like a ventilator? What is that?
I don't know. I think
What?
it might be Jason.
Oh, okay.
What's going on?
I heard really heavy breathing. It sounded like you were on a ventilator or something.
I do have breathing issues.
By the way,
No, I don't think it was somebody. It sounded more like a machine. It wasn't somebody.
No.
breathing.
by the way, I was telling the story about when I was in the best story when I was in Allstate wasn't me hooking up with girls from DeKalb. It was 5:30 in the morning. I heard someone playing clarinet. 5:30 in the morning. This girl who was next door to me was playing clarinet, and it woke me up. And I had been up until 2:00, the prior evening. And so she was making all this noise, and it was really driving me crazy. And so I went back to sleep a couple of times, but she woke me up. And then I remember waking up around 7:30, and I was so pissed off that I started pounding on the wall, and I was screaming out like every obscenity I could think of. I was like, God damn it, you fucking bitch, stop doing that. And so then I went outside, and I went over to her door, and I started pounding on her door. And I was like, God damn it, if you don't stop playing that fucking clarinet, I'm going to shove it up your... And I lost it. I'm losing it. And her dad opened the door. The girl's parents were visiting. and her dad opened up the door.
She was putting on a concert for them.
And said, "Do you have a problem?" And I was like, and I soaked away, embarrassed that I had. That was probably the best story from that weekend. Was getting yelled, and then having that girl's parents tell everyone he is psychotic. He was yelling at my daughter and blah 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 blah. And by the way, their daughter was kind of good looking. I wish I could have hooked up with her that weekend. But that was probably the story.
You probably made a bad first impression though.
Yeah.
When you were yelling at her about clarinet.
I guess I think about it now. I shouldn't have threatened to shove a clarinet up the ass of, I think she was maybe 16, 17 at the
This
time.
one time at band camp?
Yeah. And at the time, I think
It was Professor Plum with clarinet in the study.
It would have been my senior year, so I think I was either 16 or 17. So when I did it, and I probably should have relaxed a little bit on it, but I do remember being pretty mad, and the girl, I don't think that girl ever talked to me again. Not that I talked to her a lot before, but but I was angry. Sean, what are you doing in the camera?
I just in case someone's at work and they had to mute the show for 4 or 5 minutes. I was just trying to provide some sight gag entertainment.
I would recommend better lighting if you're going to use the virtual backgrounds.
It is the 1020, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw that Nikki just gave up and left. Yeah, so I should probably wrap it up. I want to thank Mini Snake for doing the mobile unit today. Jason, thanks to you for going out there. It looked really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with just an iPad and phone and some AirPods,
It was actually really cool. Sean, thank you for being on cam today and falling asleep. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And
it was probably some of my best content.
And I hope everyone enjoyed us talking about candy bars. Because I think that was probably the best part other than the mobile unit. That might have been the best. That might have been the best part of the show. And
my question about is there a candy bar that you won't eat?
Yeah, and the answer.
And that was a legitimate question.
The answer, by the way, is I couldn't think of any candy bars that I wouldn't eat.
There was the obscure gourmet dark chocolate chili
with chili that I said I wouldn't try that.
Yeah. Who are those sickos over at M&M's?
And I did find out about a Summit. I wish I would have had a Summit bar. I never had one, and I missed them. It looked amazing. Yeah. It looked amazing.
Candy bar you never knew you needed.
Yeah, I've totally missed. And it was a Summit bar. I had no idea. It looked amazing. I had no idea it existed. Shit.
And don't forget the Spud bar.
And I found out about the Spud bar, which they only sell in Idaho. I want a Spud bar.
And we got to get some Spud bars. We got to get the Canadian chocolate. We got to get some European candy.
Yeah, we'll try all of it. I do want to try it all. What can I say?
We should divvy it up and have everybody try it at the same time.
And we found out about Nikki's propensity to,
go looking for walnuts or something.
To milk the prostate.
Sticking her finger up guys' rear end.
Like a walnut.
Which was very weird. Oh, and we found out that some people call the taint the gooch.
Yeah, the Northerners. I guess.
They call it a gooch. Sean, do you call it a taint or a gooch?
The League of Shadows calls it a gooch.
So you call it a gooch as well. I guess
the League of Shadows.
I've never heard it called a gooch.
Yeah, that's what I always heard is that men had a gooch and women had a taint.
Yeah. We learned about the fupa, the gooch, you name it. We learned things on this show. I want to thank everybody for listening. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. with another edition of Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. Thank you so much for listening today. So long, everybody.
better wake up, sleepyhead, and get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. But you may find him a little idiotic. But his is the only morning show you can say has really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. With Central Illinois' morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. Sean and Scott, herpes sores. Bodine's running down North Grand in his undershorts. Michelle will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim made a remake of that movie called The Black Hole. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. The Central Illinois morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We're going to wrap it up today. The replay will restart on the audio feed of morningdisaster.net or on your app, your Android or iPhone app. It will start in mere seconds. By the way, the problem with the iPhone apps is the Listen Live button doesn't always work. However, if you click on the website link and then you click on the Listen Live button, it does work. For some, I don't know why. They're trying to figure that out, and they're going to send an update to fix everything in the next couple of days. So hopefully that will be taken care of. The first update will be coming to the Android app in just a few days as well. All right, I want to thank everybody for listening. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. with another show. Thank you so much for watching, listening, whatever you did today. It was fantastic. All right? And now we will start the replay of today's Morning Disaster. Let's do it.
Hey, kids, what time is it?